everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Dual Destinies. We are currently looking for people who might have been involved to the case of the murder of Professor Court, I believe. And also just taking a moment just to thank you guys for subscribing and following. I mean, it really means a lot that you guys are actually enjoying this stuff. I'm hoping by the next time I do another Let's Play after Dual Destinies, which is going to be Professor Layton versus Ace Attorney. Hopefully, whenever we get the release date, I'm gonna hope I'll get some better audio equipment so when I get really loud, it doesn't, like, break the sound barrier. But anyway, that's just stuff in the future. But again, thanks for following me and everything like that. So, let's continue on. And screw you and your ends justify the means. I'm gonna get sick of that line.
What do you mean? The end justifies the means.
I, Professor Means, always say what I mean, and mean what I say by all means. Ugh. Here at our esteemed academy, we train our students to produce meaningful results. You believe in Juniper's innocence, do you not?
Of course I do. Junie wouldn't even hurt a fly.
Oh, that smile! Precisely. We have justice on our side. The only other thing we need are results. It is the height of folly to endanger your client by failing to pursue all means possible.
Sure, I want to prove her innocence, but I don't like the sound of that end justifies the means part.
Well, you're gonna have to get used to it because that'll come up a lot in this case. Well, you are still young and idealistic. It's no wonder you fail to see the wisdom therein. There is but one thing to do now. I must personally take up Juniper's defense. You're going to take her case, Professor Means? I may be a professor, but I am still licensed to practice law. In fact, I may have even battled Professor Court in court. No kidding! So you guys were rivals or something? No, nothing of the sort. She was an esteemed colleague at the academy and in court. You see, both Professor Court and I graduated from this academy at the top of our class.
Wow, I bet they both used to really bring it.
Now, if you would excuse me, I had best go discuss the case with Juniper.
Professor Means, please wait! I didn't want to say anything, but Apollo and I already agreed to take her case.
It's true. Juniper is counting on us to prove her innocence. Really now? You two? And when were you planning telling me?
Sorry, boss. I know we should have asked first, but...
Relax. Your friend was just hauled away in front of your eyes. Sometimes you just have to make snap decisions, and I think you made the right one. How wonderful. Very well, Athena Sykes. Let me ask you just one thing. As a lawyer, what is it that you treasure beyond all else?
That's easy one, Professor. Seeking justice for my clients.
What a wonderful answer. Juniper must be overjoyed to have a friend such as you. As her professor, I too shall do whatever I may to help her. And if you decide to take the end justifies the means strategy, come see me at once. How about no?
Let's hope it never comes to that.
I hope so too. Now, if you would excuse me. Well, it's time's a-wasting. You better start investigating and fast. But first, how about I tell you everything I know so far?
Yes, please! Yes, please!
Okay, I think he says something if I present this, or is it the newspaper? I don't remember. Things like that sure scream out school days, don't they?
Were you involved in any extracurricular activities like school papers or mock trials?
No, that wasn't my thing. I was an art major.
An art major? Then how did you become a famous attorney?
It's kind of complicated. And when I say kind of, I mean really, really complicated.
Oh. He must really mean it. I'm picking up a lot of complex emotions in his voice.
It's a long story. Go back and play the first 3 Ace Attorney games, Athena.
Have you learned anything new about the case?
Actually, I ran into Prosecutor Gavin, and he told me something interesting. Seems the murder took place in the art room. There's traces of large pool of blood there. So the police believe the body was moved from there to the stage.
What? Really? Just like the mock trial again.
The police are searching the art room. But whether they'll find anything, well...
Well, what? Come to think of it.
Let's do our own crime scene investigation before it gets too crowded around here.
Huh? Are we even allowed to do that?
It's no big deal, as long as we leave it exactly like we found it. Plus... no, never mind.
Now, where was I again?
But there's really no need to talk about it right here, right now. I want you two to find out for yourselves. So, were you shocked by your conversation with Professor Means?
Oh, I guess so.
Actually, that was pretty shocking. The Dark Age of the Law. I'm sure you've heard those words before.
Sure, a number of times. Too many times!
Prosecutors
file false charges and lawyers fight back by fabricating evidence. There's a lot of that going around these days.
But the question is, how is it related to the case at hand? Training students to produce results. That is the school's policy. Why did the lines go really slow there?
Well, that in and of itself isn't a bad thing.
Right. As long as those results come by fair and honest means.
Oh, but what was it that Professor Means said? The end justifies the means?
Welcome to the Dark Hour. To survive the Dark Age of the Law, you must use any means necessary. Fabrication of evidence and false charges are unavoidable in the quest for results. That's what they're preaching here at Themis Legal Academy.
But what will happen to our legal system if results are all that matter anymore?
Relax, it's just a rumor. I'd take it with a grain of salt if I were you.
Oh, that's a relief. He had me going there for a minute. Wait a second. What if Mr. Wright examined the victim's body for a reason? Maybe he was worried someone might actually tamper with the evidence.
I think that about wraps up what I know so far. The fact that this case closely resembles Ms. Wood's script is obviously important. Knowing that, you should probably try and identify what's the same and what's different.
Okay, I'll try talking to as many people as I can on campus.
Is that it? That's it. Alright, let's move to the outdoor stage. Maybe this time I can talk. Yes, awesome. I thought the area was cordoned off. Hey, the police are discussing something over there.
Oh, I know. I'll just quietly sneak over for a listen. Here goes.
Ah! Athena, watch where you're...
Huh? Ah! Ouch! Who put this stupid box here? Wait. Ah! Apollo, this box, there's...
What now?
There's someone or something inside.
Don't let it be a snake!
You morons just blew my cover.
What the? There really is someone inside.
That someone is me, Miriam Scuttlebutt. And I'm a senior in the judge course. What's with the box? It's the fate of we who live in the shadows. There's a very good reason why none may see my face by the light of day.
Wait, if you're taking the judge course, did you write a mock trial script too?
You really want to see my script that bad? Well, you better watch out. Read it without my permission and you'll wish you hadn't. Who cares? I'm sure it was rejected for a good reason.
Let's present my badge.
If you want to give me a present, slip it through the hole in my box. Or if it's too big, you can open the top and give it to me that way. So which way is it going to be?
Either way creeps me out. I'll find a voice for Scuttlebutt.
Oh, so you're studying to be a judge too? You must be classmates with Juniper. Are you a friend of hers? Juniper? Sure, she's my friend. That's why I'm gathering info. Now, tell me all you know. You know, for tomorrow's trial. For tomorrow's trial? What are you talking about? I'm going to take the stand, naturally. So, the witness for the prosecution is some weirdo in a cardboard box? This disguises how I get my scoops! But you're right, it's me. So tell me everything you know for Juniper's sake.
Wait a second, Miriam. Repeat what you just said.
A lawyer with brains as bad as his ears. Poor Juniper. I'm taking the stand tomorrow. Tell me everything you know for Juniper's sake. Clear enough for you this time?
I thought so. Athena, my bracelet's reacting.
Really? That means a lie already? That was quick.
Okay, gotta do this really quickly. It's her hands, just letting you know. Or, you know, I could just examine the entire box, because I got nothing better to do until it comes up. I just go... There we go. There we go. Confirm. That's strange. You suddenly tightened your grip when you said, for Juniper's sake. It's like you subconsciously tensed up because you're lying.
What are you talking about? When did I ever lie? Okay then, let me ask you this. Why were you selected as a witness? That's an easy one. I'm the editor-in-chief of the Themis Herald. I know everything there is to know around campus, even the darkest of secrets.
Editor-in-chief, huh? Pretty impressive.
Yeah, well, it's a lonely one-woman operation. I do it all myself, from reporting to editing to publishing. Still impressed? I'm a perfect storm of journalism because I bring it all to the table. And this is the evidence. Here.
Okay, whatever, Scuttlebutt.
An extra edition of the Themis Herald published to coincide with the mock trial.
Thanks, Miriam. You've revealed who you truly are.
As someone who's never had Junie's best interest in mind. What? Are you questioning our friendship?
Look, you may want answers, but no can do, because what you're saying conflicts with this piece of evidence. The Themis Herald.
That's the Themis Herald, the paper I publish. What about it?
Are you really that dense? This article is full of malicious lies about Junie. It's definitely not something a true friend of hers would write.
You got it all wrong. Another staff member wrote that one.
I don't think so, Miriam. You even said it yourself just a moment ago. It's a one-woman operation. Or did you forget already?
If you've just given me info, you have... Stupid Bon! Juniper's just using you!
Now, I want the truth, Miriam. You hide in your box in order to collect gossip for your sleazy paper, isn't that right? You're not really friends with Juniper, are you?
No, duh! She's the target of my scoops, and my readers demand dirt! Extra, extra! The dirty little secret of the squeaky clean student council president!
Dirty little secret? Alright, what are you planning to say in court, huh?
I'm a witness to her part in the crime. I'm going to tell it all in a shocking expose. The end justifies the means. That's my brand of tell-all journalism.
The end justifies the means?
Wait a second. In this dark age of law, many of us embrace Professor Mean's methods, even future judges. I've even adopted an end justifies the means brand of journalism, which includes tape recorders secretly hidden all over our campus, secretly recording every last word without anyone being any the wiser. Doesn't she realize that's totally illegal? And one of them was at the scene of the crime, the art room.
You put a tape recorder in the art room? What did it record?
Shh. You wanna know? You really wanna know? Yes, please. That's so nice of you to... Shh. Like I really tell you now. The big scoop comes out in court tomorrow. You're so mean, Miriam. According to my evidence, a fatal fissure had opened between the three of them.
Who? Junie, Hugh, and Robin? And what do you mean by a fatal fissure?
Juniper, Hugh, and Robin used to be the best of friends.
Used to be? They seem to be getting along fine to me. I did send some discard, though.
Shh. You don't know anything. Professor Means has his followers, and Professor Court had hers. Their influence is inescapable.
Are you implying that one of them adheres to that extreme idea you and Professor Means have? But why would anyone follow that philosophy?
Shh. How could you possibly understand? You're new around here.
Miriam, wouldn't you feel better if you came out of the dark and into the light?
Shh. I can see fine in here. You'll be the one seeing the light in courts tomorrow. Then you'll realize how guilty Juniper Woods really is. Shh.
Ugh. We're gonna have to cross-examine her tomorrow, but I don't know where to start. Well, let's at least take care of whatever we can today. You're right. Let's see what else we can find out. Okay. So, I think that's it. So we're going to go to the maintenance area? Yes, I'm doing this good. So this is the maintenance area. Let's see. During the mock trial, Prosecutor Gavin said that the art room is right above here on the 3rd floor. And that the body was dropped from there onto a high jump mat from the storehouse. Right. And then he claimed that the body was transported to the stage in a bar cart. And then... There's someone else here.
Hey, it's Robin!
Whoa! You scared the crud out of me!
Yikes! Right back at you! So, what are you doing out here?
I'm working out so I can become strong enough to save Juniper! But I'm so worked up! My training brace is almost breaking at the seams! Oh, right. The girl you like got arrested, so you're psyching yourself up to rescue her? Yes, because I'm the manliest of manly man! That's why I work out with my manly brace! Except that I hear some discord in that manliness of the manliest of men's voice of yours. Ugh. I don't mean to be rude, but can't you talk without shouting? Says the person who has the cords of steel. Sorry! I'll try not to shout so much. If at all possible. That is. Which is not at all possible, by the sound of it. So do you mind if I ask you some questions as Junie's lawyer? No problem! Ask away! Keep 'em coming, man! Ouch! My ears ache already. Well, let's present my badge first. Whoa! Check out your badge!
What do you think? Nice and shiny, huh?
Yeah! It's awesome! If the plating ever starts to peel or it gets all bent up, let me fix it up for you.
Really? Thanks!
No problemo! I'll have some primo clay and glaze at the ready, just in case. Wait, what does clay have to do with my badge? Robin, could you tell me a little more about yourself? You want to know about me? I'm a second-rate member of the Fine Arts Club! The Fine Arts Club? Looks like broken pottery or plaster. Maybe this is the source of that noise we heard. There were supposedly 2 statues on this stage. I seem to recall hearing that a co-ed from the Fine Art Club had made them. 2 big banners and a pair of wicked statues. This is just an illustration, but it's not half bad.
Wicked statues? Wait, are these supposed to be you and Mr. Wright?
Bingo, Fraulein. And they were so big and magnificent, too. What a terrible waste.
Say, did you create those stage statues by any chance?
You bet I did! Both of them! Put my blood and sweat and tears into those things, man! It must have been terrible seeing them all smashed up like that. Nah! I couldn't face Professor Court if I let something like that get me down!
What do you mean?
Professor Court was the Fine Arts Club advisor. She was all about truth and beauty, man! She always said, the only good result is the truth. That and only lawyers who seek the truth through legitimate means produce worthwhile results.
Yes! I'm totally on your guy's side. She must have been an incredible woman.
Yeesh, and you call me loud when I practice my course of steel. Now you know how it feels when everyone else is louder than you, Apollo. Oh, man! Why did I have to take the prosecutor course? I mean, how am I supposed to say Juniper if I'm starting to be a prosecutor?
Don't worry, I'll clear Junie's name. You'll see.
The 3 of us had a dream. We swore we'd make it happen. Together! Prosecutor, lawyer, judge, the 3 of us would hold fair and honest trials. The dark age of the law? Ha! We were going to put a nail in its coffin, man! Oh my god, my voice is hurting. Wow, you guys swore to do that? But no! That stupid school rule had to ruin it!
School rule? Which one?
Anyone with prior conviction, no matter how minor the offense, they won't be allowed to graduate from this stupid holier-than-thou school. Tough legal academy with even tougher rules.
Junie will never become a judge unless I can prove her innocence. And if I fail, the 3 of them will never realize their dream. It's like someone put pressure on my pressure.
No pressure, yo, no pressure. Do I have to do anything else? No, that's it? Okay. Later, Robin! I'm gonna go back to the lecture hall, because I know someone's in here. Yes, there we go.
Look! There's Hugh! Hey, Hugh!
Oh, it's you two. Do you want something? Did you find anything? You said you were going to do some investigating of your own. Nope, nothing yet. I'm afraid it's not looking very good for Juniper. You don't really think Juniper could have done something like this, do you? Only the author and the victim knew the contents of the script. Both the stage and the art room were in the exact same state as described therein. Nobody could mimic the crime like that unless they already read the script or wrote it.
But
look, Professor Means is better able to handle this than you two, so just leave it to him.
There it is again. I'm picking up some discord in Hugh's voice.
Oops. Alright. Let's present my badge. Your attorney's badge. Looks brand new. That just shows how inexperienced and useless you are.
Well, when you get your badge, it'll be new and shiny too.
You mouth readers just don't get it, do you? My badge will be a symbol of my genius from the moment I get it. It will be chipped, bent, and worn as if it's been through 1,000 courtroom battles.
He's like some hipster doofus.
Yeah, pretty much. But I still love him.
Hugh, would you mind telling me a little bit about yourself?
Whatever. I'm 6'1", and under this uniform, I'm 100% lean muscle. My grades are outstanding, and I'm the ace of the archery club. Needless to say, I never miss my mark. Oh, and I'm incredibly humble too.
No, you're not. How can you even say that with a straight face?
Those around me call me a genius, but I pay them no mind. But when it comes to test, I always get 100%. So I suppose it's only natural for them to say I'm a genius. You know, you would get along really well with Yumi Hiko from Ace Attorney 2. Investigation 2. But, as I say before, I pay them no mind.
I heard you the first time.
But what about the mock trial? It sounded like you were about to lose to Robin. There's a very good reason for that. You see, right before the mock trial started, I saw the body.
You saw the body?
Right, and I was so distraught that I basically handed Robin a victory. Hugh, would you mind telling us a little more about that? Right before the mock trial, the campus was empty. Everyone was here in the lecture hall.
Your attention, please. This is an announcement from the mock trial committee. The mock trial will begin shortly. All students and faculty, please proceed at once to the lecture hall. That's right. There was that announcement and then everyone came in here.
The only exceptions were the mock trial participants. Juniper, Robin, and I were in our personal dressing rooms next door. Wow, your own personal dressing rooms? That's total VIP treatment. Actually, they're for student-teacher meetings. They don't even have windows. The other two waited patiently in their room, but that's not my style. So I headed over to the archery range on the other side of the quad. I did some meditations while I waited. That's the best way to relax. Then, just before the mock trial was to start, I headed back toward the main building. As I walked across the quad, I passed in front of the stage.
So that's when you saw the body?
Right. It was quite a shock. As much as I hate to admit it, my legs were shaking. I could have easily beaten Robin if it hadn't been for that. But why didn't you say anything? Wait, hold it right there. You went through the mock trial even though you had just discovered a body? Why didn't you tell anyone? I mean, we're talking about someone getting killed here.
I think I know why. Was it because of this?
Where did you get that?
So this article in the Themis Herald is true. The winner of the mock trial would get to make his confession to Junie.
Right, but if I report the body I'd found, the whole thing would be called off.
He really wanted to win that bad? Bad enough to ignore a dead body?
Yeah, that seems kind of strange.
Sorry, but that's not normal. Or could their love for Junie really be that strong?
Thanks for sharing the important piece of information with us. It may prove useful at tomorrow's trial. Good, because that's all I have to say about the matter.
Thanks, and don't worry, we'll prove Juniper's innocence, you'll see.
I can't say you two inspire much confidence. Okay, Athena, what next?
Well, I think I've talked to everyone who is somehow linked to the case.
Okay, maybe it's about time we wrap up our investigation.
Oh wait, we haven't met with Junie yet.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's head over to the detention center.
Okie dokie. To the detention center.
Thena! Thank you so much for coming. She called me Thena like she used to. Maybe she's finally letting her guard down.
Let's show the Themis Herald.
Oh, that's... Sorry, but I couldn't help reading it. You always were popular with the guys. That's not true. I was never... You just didn't realize it. But that made you even more irresistible. It's been 7 years, but I still remember how all the boys wanted to be near you.
I bet you used to get all excited when a guy handed you a love letter. And then got really bummed out when he said, could you give this to Juniper for me?
Ah! How did he know? I'm sure it was just a lucky guess, but why did it have to be Apollo of all people?
Because it's Apollo. And I'm actually going to stop here because I don't think there's much left, so I'm going to save it for the next video. So I will see you guys later.